So Tom, on that point about children, how can you protect your children in regards to ensuring that what you work for all your life is passed down to them and they're not dissipated through a broken relationship through the ex-spouse of that child? Is there anything you can do?
Absolutely, Phil. This is probably the most important area, in my view, of a properly structured estate plan. I think probably most clients who come in and see me to talk about estate planning, that's their number one concern. So in a simplistic sense, what we do is we establish trusts in the will or outside of the will on occasions where we've got non-personal assets, and those trusts give us a degree of protection from separation in the next generation.
Okay, so is there some issues around the powers and who actually operates all those types of structures?
Yes, if the surviving child, for instance, totally controls that trust, then we probably haven't given much protection. But if we give trusteeship to the child and another family member, for instance, or even outside of the family, a family friend or a professional advisor, then what we're able to show is a quarantining effect by having that person being objective in control of the trust. And we're able to protect that inheritance for lineal descendants.
Can you give us an example of an estate plan you're involved with whereby you gave a solution and the associated benefits for a client who was in a second relationship?
Absolutely, Phil. Probably one of the simplest way to do the estate balancing, if you like, between that previous family and the new relationship is to use life insurance. So it's all about, we've got a cake that's big enough that we can split between the two groups. So that's a simple answer to that challenge. On other occasions we've used tenancy in common with properties, so that on the death of the person, his or her interest in the property is held on trust, where the income goes to the spouse, but the capital goes to the children when she passes on or that spouse passes on. Another option is to set up two superannuation funds. So we've got one that's set up for the benefit of the surviving spouse, whilst the other one is left to the previous children. Got to be a little bit careful with some taxation issues, Phil, so I'd have to bring you in on that one. But yeah, no, there are answers out there.
We hope today raised some issues with you, and more importantly, you may have some questions that need answering. If so, we've made it very simple. All you need to do is click on the link marked "Book your key advice appointment," and we'll be in touch with you to organise a Skype interview.